Greetings, grasshoppers. Hello, this is your RJ, and welcome. Welcome to the bot signal today. Today, babies, it's Friday. It's Friday. And so we get to celebrate some wins today. Listen, I know it's been probably a long week. For me, it's been an incredibly exciting and crazy week. And lots accomplished, as always, right? As always. But I want to take a minute and let's just celebrate our wins. What did you do this week that was crazy awesome? Sometimes crazy awesomeness appears in small little things, small accomplishments. But I know that very, very often people like me rush forward. We just rush forward into the universe and go, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? Today, we're going to take 20 minutes or, as long as we're on, and we're going to look back at those things that we've accomplished. What have we gotten done? What's been released? What's been launched? But also, did you have any little wins that were personal? Did you have anything that happened that just made you go, that was awesome? That's what we want to celebrate today. I'm going to start with mine, but I am keeping an eyeball on those comments. Hey, if you're on LinkedIn, it won't comment back to me. I'll come back and get yours. But feel free to comment. Just know that I won't see it live. So small wins this week have been awesome. Actually, for me, small wins include every day I've been coming in and cleaning off my desk in the morning. It's been fabulous. You know what? People like me are a tornado. I am just rolling everywhere, doing all of the things all at once, and I forget that the collection of crap on my desk has a mental effect on me. I don't know if you're like this. Maybe you're not. But when I have a bunch of stuff on my desk, my brain just gets a little bit antsy about that stuff getting put away. So I've been taking the time every day this week, and I marked it off on a calendar. You know that I did. I've been taking the time to just pause before I sit down and clean off my desk. That's been a huge win. I feel like it's just those subliminal feelings, right? But I feel like I can start the day fresh. Feel like that. Also, another small win that has happened this week. Many years ago, I used to be in karate. I absolutely loved it, but I ended up quitting about 2012, I think, because I just had some other things going on that were taking up my time. And so I haven't done that in many, many years. But this last couple of weeks and every day this week, I would like to report, I have just done a couple of small things to sort of get into a mindset again before I sit down for work. And if you're a karate person, I've been doing my blocks. It's an 8-point blocking system. It takes maybe 15 seconds. And I've been improving on that every day. And I do it at least once. It's probably all that I remember from, it's been a long time, grasshoppers, but it's what I remember from that. It's really neat. I can still be in that mindset. I can still practice. I'm practicing alone. Yes. Practicing with other people is always best if you can, but sometimes you're a person like me who just needs to get it on out there. So been doing my karate blocks every day this week. That has been a really awesome, excellent small win. Some big wins. Organization. It's It's my strength when I can get into it. But sometimes I spend, sometimes depending on what's happening and depending on deadlines and things like that, I just, ping from thing to thing to thing. This week, I've really been getting into a system. I've been taking a class from Charles Bird. Bird is the word, and it is awesome. It is awesome. It's all about implementation of systems so that you can, reach goals better and have an uncluttered mind when you're not sitting down to work. The worst thing that I can do as an entrepreneur is sit here for 16 hours, pop from thing to thing to thing to thing, putting out fires. Some days that is necessary, okay? I'm just like you. I know I've got all the stuff going on that you do, but it's the worst thing that I can do because the only thing that I'll be able to do that day, all day, 16 hours of effort, is keep my chin above water. Sweethearts, I want a life that's so much better than that. I do. And I know you do too. So I've been really getting into this organizational system that's being taught in this class, Pure Implementation Mastery, I think it's called. You know what? Let me go ahead and check my calendar because I know the correct name is on this thing. Pure Implementation Mastery. I got it right. I've changed my CRM, which has been a boon on my existence. Yes, darlings. Turned on to a brand new CRM. I am now also taking time to have brain dumps. That is huge for me. Okay, the inside of this brain, let me explain to you what it's like. And the reason that this stripe is invisible on my shirt is because it's green. It's meant to be a rainbow, but it's a brick bow right now because you can see the bricks behind me. Isn't that cool? Anyway, the people on the podcast are like, whatever, keep going. Okay, moving on. So what's going on for me is that I've got stuff now that begins to recognize what's important for me and what to keep in front of my face. I've been taking brain dumps, just 5 minutes of time where I start to write notes on what is happening inside my brain because it's an idea factory up there. I have an idea over here. I have an idea over here. Now, not all of these ideas are golden, okay? But if I'm getting my work done, I don't have time to stop and figure it out. Brain dumps are essential, and I've been doing those this week too. It's really helped. When there's a whole bunch of stuff in there, think about the attic, okay? Think about throwing a bunch of stuff in the attic. Soon, there's just no room to move. If there's no room to move in my brain, there is no room to be creative. My whole deal is creative problem solving. Bots are my favorite tool for this. Yes, up and down. Petra, thank you for your comment. She says that my ideas are golden. You're so good to me, my darling. So that's, if I don't have room to creatively solve my problems, I say my problems, my clients' problems, then I'm doing them a disservice. Having a cluttered brain, having a cluttered environment does my clients a disservice. I start missing things. I start, paying attention to the wrong things. And for me, it is all about forward motion during this COVID thing. Forward motion. And I realize everybody's in a different situation. Some people are doing well. Some people are, wondering where their next stuff is coming from. And most people are anywhere in between that. I get that. But for me, I feel like when disaster hits, especially, the forward motion, it has to be nonstop. It just does. Because when we come out of this, and we will, I want to be a leader. I want to be a leader in my space. I want to be known for what I do. I want to be speaking absolutely anywhere I can. I want that. I can't sit still to get that. I've never been able to sit still and get that. If you've been able to sit still and get that, I want to hear from you so that you can guide me in my life. I don't know. I don't know how to sit still and get that. I only know how to move forward, make progress. There's one of my clients. He is crazy right now. He's got books going on. He's got launches going on. He's got like 3 launches going on at the same time right now. It's amazing. And I don't go quite that fast. I think I'd lose my brain, but forward motion. A long time ago, I was working on stage sets. This was about the year 2000. And I was working with a guy named Dave. Dave was absolutely amazing. And we were working down at a local high school down here. And one of Dave, I remember saying to a student one time, it's like a shark going through water. The gills on a shark collect oxygen. If the shark stays still, the shark dies. The shark suffocates. You must go forward. You must collect oxygen on those gills as you are moving. It is a tactic that has worked for me many, many times. I hope that it has worked with you. Declutter, my friends. Declutter. You'll have more room to move forward. I think I'm going to make this a dojo lesson of the day. I think that's what's needed here. I'm going to make this a dojo lesson of the day. If you have not caught my dojo lessons of the day, I invite you to my community. It is thebotdojo.com. I'll throw it in here. In there, you get lessons of the day, the dojo lessons of the day. There are things to sign up for. There's today at 3 p.m. Central, a fireside chat you can join. It's just a Zoom call where we're just going to be real casual and have some community time. If you've got the time, come on and join us. We'll celebrate our wins in the community, and we'll talk about what we want the community to be. So I invite you all, join me. It's going to be a great time. And I invite you to, if you didn't want to, if you didn't want to share your wins online, that's fine. I understand. I mean, lots of people are going to look at that, whatever. If you didn't want to share stuff, especially the small stuff, I get it. PM me. Come into the dojo. Let's do something. Let's do something with those wins. Let's create some forward motion so that when we come out of this, you have more traction than you ever did. That's my dream for you today, grasshoppers. That's on the Friday wins. Soon, I believe, possibly at 10:30. Let me check here. At 10:30, so in 16 minutes, I'm going to be back with my friend Steve. We're going to talk about more ways that coaches can use communities to build everything. Build an empire with this thing. It absolutely can be done. This is such a powerful tool that what we've decided to do is break down each little element and give it to you one at a time. That's how powerful this thing is, because I think that this is absolutely the way into the future. If you're a part of the dojo, will you get an alert to remind you? Yes. Yes, you will. You'll get a little text on your phone that says, hey, come join us. So, my darlings, I'll see you again in 15 minutes. Tune in if you want to. If you are a coach, if you're a trainer, if you do live events, if you do education of any kind, you're going to want to tune in to Steve and I talking about these communities. These things, I just can't get over them. That's why I have to talk about them so often. So, my darlings, I'm going to go get ready for that. See you in about 15 minutes. And thanks for joining me today, my friends. I'm on every weekday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central, and then again at 11 usually. So catch me again and catch me in 15. I'll see you in a bot.